Oh my fucking god. What did we just see? I don't even know what the fuck we saw. I don't know what... I have no idea what we saw. I'm literally like losing my mind right now. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight, I'm going to be giving you guys the results from Payback earlier tonight. Spoilers are ahead for those who didn't watch the pay-per-view. But what did we just see? Okay, I swear, I'm literally like losing my mind. I'm looking at the card right now for Payback, and it boggles the mind that we crowned a new champion after we crowned a new champion last week, which is nuts. So we kick things off with the kickoff show as the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan took on the Iconics, and I'm gonna be honest here. Obviously, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay tried to get into the mind of Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan knew better. She knew that Ruby didn't do it, that didn't attack her. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. And of course, the Riot Squad defeated the Iconics by having Liv Morgan hit the hit the double knees, and of course Ruby Riott with the Riot Kick on, I think it was Peyton Royce, to pick up the victory. And they went onto the kickoff panel and they said that this was only the beginning. And I agree, this is the beginning of them, you know, mending their past, if you will. So I can't wait to see what they have in store for Raw. And speaking of Raw, we have the United States Championship on the line as Apollo Crews defended against Bobby Lashley. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was an incredible match, but Bobby Lashley was just too strong. And of course, Bobby Lashley made Apollo Crews tap out to the full Nelson to win the United States Championship. But of course, this wouldn't be the first time, because he has not been the United States Champion in literally like over a decade. It's been over a decade. I think since, what, 2005? So literally 15 years. It's been 15 years. 15 years since we had seen Bobby Lashley as United States Champion. Of course, Apollo Crews did attack Bobby Lashley, but of course, the Hurt Business did get involved, and he said that, and Apollo Crews said that he was going to get his title back. Big props to Bobby Lashley, and I mean, who knows what can happen. All right, next up we have Big E versus Sheamus. This whole thing started literally this past, literally just yesterday on Talking Smack, where Big E said that he was ready for the big challenges and whatnot. And this match was actually made official earlier in the weekend, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Sheamus had an amazing plan targeting the knees of Big E, but even with that, it did not stop Big E from defeating Sheamus with the big ending, picking up a massive victory over a former world champion in Sheamus. And next up, we actually have Matt Riddle versus Baron Corbin. And of course, Baron Corbin on Twitter earlier today said that he was going to prove that Matt Riddle is a failure in WWE, and that he was already a failure at home, which pissed off Riddle. You don't piss off a bro. I'm just saying that right now. You never piss off a bro. Corbin pissed off a bro in Matt Riddle. It was a hard fought match between Riddle and Corbin, but of course Matt Riddle hit Corbin with the bro to sleep, and then the floating bro, which is a sort of a reverse Phoenix Splash, I would say, like something like that. Picked up a victory over Corbin, and of course Corbin attacked him Matt Riddle from behind in the backstage area. It just proves that he is a sore loser. And then, of course, also we have the women's tag team titles being defended as Banks and Bayley defended against the strange team of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Shockingly enough, they were able to gel together literally at the last, several minutes of the match. Of course, Shayna Baszler, I can't believe how incredible Shayna Baszler was. Not only did she figure four the legs of Sasha Banks, but she also put Bayley in the Karafuda clutch. And when Sasha Banks was trying to attack Shayna Baszler used Sasha's arm as literally as a weapon, so to speak, to tap Bayley out. And now Baszler and Jax are not only the women's tag team champions, but this is actually Shayna Baszler's first championship since coming to the main roster. What was it, all the way back in January? Like end of January to the beginning of February earlier this year. That is incredible. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Shayna Baszler fan. I know that she'll be doing great things in WWE on Raw. But I think honestly, teaming up with Jax and winning the women's tag team titles was absolutely incredible. It was, hold on, so let me sorry guys, I had to push my desk up just a little bit. But anyway, again, I think Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax being together as a tag team, not sure if it's going to last long, considering the fact that both Jax and Baszler hate each other. But we will see. But there we go. But big congrats to Jax and Baszler on winning the women's tag team titles. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen when Corey Graves started this whole thing by, I wouldn't say stir the pot or split the wedge, but rather insinuate, if you will, that the relationship has gone down the drain, if you will. And even on the Payback kickoff show, all of them, Peter Rosenberg, JBL, Charlie Caruso, Booker T, Jerry Lawler, they all said that there were cracks within the team of the Golden Role Models, and it turns out that their theories were correct. I mean, what more can you say about that? Alright, you guys, next up we have probably one of the biggest victories, probably one of the biggest matches of this dude's career, considering the fact that just a couple weeks ago at NXT TakeOver 30 he lost the NXT title to Karrion Kross, and now Kross relinquishes the title, and now we have the four Mount Rushmores, if you will. We have the Mount Rushmore of NXT: Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, and Finn Balor in a fatal four-way match, which will be this Tuesday. This Tuesday on NXT Super Tuesday. I can't wait. I know. So I honestly can't wait. So for this week only, you will not be getting a video on Wednesday. You will be getting a video on Tuesday. So make sure you guys. So just as a heads up, I think this will be a one-time only thing, considering the fact that I haven't done a video on a Tuesday in a long time. So I honestly can't wait to show off what video I'll be making. You never know. But we have Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. This was an incredible matchup. Keith Lee has proved that he can hang with the big guys, that he can hang with the legends such as Randy Orton. And this was incredible because Keith Lee, just when you thought Randy Orton was going to pick up the victory, Keith Lee hoists Randy Orton up, hits him with what a power bomb that he calls the Spirit Bomb, and he picks up a victory. He picks up a victory over a 13-time world champion. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. an incredible victory. Obviously, he entered this match to get pun intended payback for what Randy Orton did to Drew McIntyre last Monday on Raw, with not one, not two, but three punt kicks to the skull. And as Jerry Lawler had said on the kickoff show, they found out on Twitter that there was a hairline, that Drew McIntyre only suffered a hairline fracture to the jaw, which, I mean, that's pretty bad, but at the same time, it's good because he has no fractured skulls or anything like that, so it's basically 50-50, but I know that our WWE champion is going to be okay. I have no doubt about that in my mind, but again, with Keith Lee, big victory. Big victory. This was something that he definitely needed, and I honestly can't wait to see what Keith Lee has in store for Raw in the foreseeable future. Alright, you guys, next up, speaking of futures, we have Seth Rollins and Murphy, the Monday Night Messiah and his disciple, taking on the team of Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic. Crazy enough, this was an incredible matchup. Dominic has proved over the last, I would say the last month or so, that he has the resolve to be in the same ring as a top caliber superstar like Seth Rollins. But this was the proof, okay? Because even with the odds against both Rey and Dominic Mysterio hit Murphy with the patented 619, and then paying homage to Eddie Guerrero, hit Murphy with the frog splash to pick up a victory. Let me state for the record, that was Dom's first victory ever in WWE. That's crazy. That is crazy. But obviously, I've been a big fan of Rey Mysterio. I've been a big fan of his son Dom for quite a while now, and this is incredible. I think Dominic Mysterio could very well, walk in Rey's shoes and become a future world champion someday. Maybe he can potentially become a tag team champion or even a United States champion or whatever. You never know what Dominic Mysterio could do in WWE, and I actually can't wait. I can't wait to see what he brings to the table from this day moving forward, as obviously this rivalry, we all know that this rivalry is far from over. And then, of course, the main event. So, I'm going to give you guys a question of the day. What did you guys think about Payback and the ending, and what did you guys think about the main event? Because the main event was The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, the Monster Braun Strowman, and the Big Dog Roman Reigns, with Paul Heyman at the side of Roman Reigns. Now just think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, together. Am I the only person that realizes that this is going to end very badly for Roman Reigns? Because he has despised Paul Heyman for a long time. Ever since his first encounter with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 in California, here in California, just up the road, literally in San Francisco. Or rather Santa Clara to be more accurate. But in the Bay Area, in the San Francisco Bay Area, it boggles the mind. Why would Roman Reigns side with a guy like Paul Heyman? The answer? Who the hell knows? But the match begins. Obviously, the Fiend coming out first, does his entrance, and Braun Strowman came from, attacked the Fiend from behind and just completely obliterated him. And just when you thought we would not see Roman Reigns get involved in the match, he gets involved. Want to know how? I guess you can call it the coward's way out, but I mean it was a smart thing for Roman, because the Fiend superplexed Braun Strowman. Okay, a near 300-pound man like the Fiend and a damn near 400-pound man like Braun Strowman. The Fiend literally suplexes Braun Strowman from the top rope, and the ring collapses. Literally, the ring collapses. Both men are down. Roman Reigns' music hits. He signs the contract, and he has a steel chair in hand, and he just goes to town on them. And then Roman Reigns gets hit with the mandible claw, but the Fiend gets hit with a low blow. Braun Strowman gets speared by Roman Reigns, and now we have a new Universal Champion. I can't say that I'm not surprised, considering that Roman Reigns hasn't been Universal Champion in what, I think like a year now. I would say literally like 2 years. In 2 years, it's been 2 years since he's been Universal Champion. But the reason why he had to give up the title was because of his leukemia. Now that he's back, I mean, seeing Reigns side with Paul Heyman, my honest opinion, I think it's gonna end badly, because when you think about it, Brock Lesnar is Paul Heyman's client. As is Roman Reigns, okay? As is Roman Reigns. But we haven't seen Brock Lesnar since WrestleMania. So the big question here is, could we see Brock Lesnar return and go after Roman Reigns? Could we see that happen? It is a very high possibility, but at the same time, when you think about it, who knows? Who knows? Maybe those two can gel together side by side. Who the hell knows? But I guess congrats is in order to Roman Reigns on becoming the new Universal Champion. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Again, question of the day: what did you guys think about Payback, and what are your thoughts on the main event? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. And that is going to do it for this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new, I cannot speak tonight. If you guys are new to this channel and you guys enjoyed these types of videos, these prediction videos, result videos, news videos, deck profiles, what I post on YouTube, if you guys love them and you want to see more, definitely make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Because with this channel, there's always something new to talk about, whether it's WWE or Yu-Gi-Oh! It is the best of both worlds. And also, too, guys, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of my Twitters, one for WWE and one for Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, of course, my one Instagram. Links are down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.